but she has very fast clear and able to get out of a lot of sticky situations. So that is the final draft for Legacy for round 2. And then we do see Minotaur being picked up for the side of Apex Predator. A very tanky composition, and to top it off, having the Colt Alter by the Faramis as well.
Yeah, a very interesting pickup there. The Grok and the Minotaur and the Faramis there. So, I mean, I feel like our only damage is Melissa at about the 12-minute mark. So we're really going to have to watch out for that early game, especially that Benedetta. We were talking about it earlier, how fast she can get around the map, how aggressive players are with her. Not just that, but a Benedetta paired with a Franco means that right from the first minute, you're gonna have to inspect and invade from these two. So hopefully the team of Apex Predators is prepared for that. Hopefully they can close ranks around to protect their jungle and take this to a game 3. But we are right here at game 2. Legacy taking on Apex Predators, last series of the night, to see who goes to the top 8.
Now, we did see more of a one-sided match going into game 1 for this series. You did see a Legacy with the swift finish, no contest, took all towers with barely any deaths. So we have to see more of a heavy posture of defense, rotations, objective prioritization from the side of Apex Predator.
Yeah, both sides already trying to dive and get that advantage. A lot of damage going on to Aomane already, and it does look like Nash is going to get pulled back there. And we do see Benedetta XP starting to kind of rotate around, trying to get that advantage when it comes to the jungle, to the cuts, just really putting the pressure onto Esmeralda.
You got to be very careful if you're Apex, though, because like you said, they might need a little bit of a peeps. But one of the sweeps we saw was just neck and neck the entire time. But we are back into the game. Looking at both sides, you do see the Franco protecting the Brody over on the bottom side, possibly knowing that this Melissa is the only problem during the mid game. So they are going to probably try and take her out and not let her get that advantage.
I love that XP is just free to go ahead and cut lane. Esmeralda, Senso not even bothering to put damage on. It's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna mess with that, because you know that Benedetta is gonna be able to dash away from you. You know that it's kind of futile there, and still trying to put on a pressure. Not as much pressure. Oh my God, Aomine is taking a bit of damage. He's gonna use that Shadow Stampede, actually baiting XP into the tower for a kill on the side of Apex Predators.
What a play, a 1-for-1 right now for both sides. Pretty even, not too much of an advantage for either side, but like we said, late game right now, Apex Predator doesn't have the early advantage, but they do have the zonas. They have a lot of front line. They are going to fight for this turtle. You do see the Minoan Fury going in. You see LG Kin able to secure that turtle. The Co-Alter activated, but is it enough to sustain them in this clash? You do see the heavy 4v4 stack from both sides, Legacy and Apex Predator, and no one falls, but the turtle does go to the favor of Legacy. Oh, speaking of clash though, LG Nash able to secure the kill.
Yeah, you see Crypto getting taken out there, but I was just as amazed as you are that all that damage, all that going on at the turtle, everybody came down like no worse for wear, checking body parts, making sure they were good. They're like, all right, I guess we're gonna go ahead and move on here. Still an even game, only about 2-1 in favor of Legacy here right now. Gold still even. So, I mean, it's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, Turtle did go to the favor for Legacy, having that Ballman with that lethal counter to his advantage. You know, definitely going to have that, give that Minotaur a harder time. But they have a lot of CC, so they might be able to zone out Ballman on some of these high objective plays going into, you know, the possible mid and late game. Colt Alter activated by Valentina on LG Nash right now, a little too early. Oh, you do see the Bloody Hunt over there in the tower on Millie. The IMU activated, but able to take him out. What a play. Minoan Fury going down in the tower. Rico able to take out LG Kin. A 1v1, a 1-for-1 trade. But you see the 3-stack of Legacy over on the bottom side. Possible 4 versus 2 situation as Cripsu is going to recall. You do see Rico going on the retreat. Oh my goodness, LG Nash able to secure the kill. 4-2 right now in favor of Legacy.
Yeah, and I mean, what an impressive fight there. 4-2 now, starting to spread out that gold lead a little, at least a 1K gold lead right now as we're moving into the 4-minute mark. And I mean, this is what we were talking about. They have the CC. They just don't have the damage right now. Still able to pick up 2 kills, so not entirely out of the woods yet. For the side of Legaci here. We are going to go ahead, start on this turtle. Both teams trying to contest. You see Ken trying to get it in a better position, down to about 10%. Ken able to easily pick that up. A hook lands onto Rico, but the rest of the team going to go ahead and disengage. They got the turtle. They got what they want, so they're going to go ahead, disengage from this, and especially to the safety without trying to take any deaths there. Just going to go ahead and meander on, keep on putting this into the later game, because the later this goes, the more in favor it goes for Legaci.
Yeah, just talking about how this game is going out. You see right now a gold lead of 3,000. Legaci leading the way, also able to take that bottom tower within the first 5 minutes of the game. Insane! And definitely Apex Predator has to put on a little bit more of a defense against this. But speaking of defense, you do see LGXP with that Benedetta putting some pressure over there on Apex Predator. But the Iron Hook connecting the suppression, the co-alter has been activated. The Minoan Fury combination for the CC that we talked about. But you do see the clash going in, a 5v5, a bloodbath. LG Ken able to take out Senzo. That is 1 player down for Apex Predator. You do see Legaci going for the mid lane tower. Will they be able to secure it? As you see the 3-stack of Apex Predator defending Rico. You see also Faramis in the mid side, but it does fall. Legaci is able to push in the mid tower.
Yeah, we do see that Brody Gold going ahead and picking up that early Malefic roar there, putting himself just already 1K ahead of Millie on that Melissa. So as far as marksmen are concerned, Brody's going to be starting to dish out a ton of damage early game here, starting to use him to kind of macro up a little bit of engagement here. XP going to go ahead and find himself an escape here, and that is the value you get with a Benedetta, the ability to escape, the ability to kind of negate all of that damage. And look at Brody, that Malefic roar doing its work on that top tower.
Man, but another similar game as the first match. We do see the heavy pressure from Legaci taking these towers with under 10 minutes of a game. They have taken the entire top lane minus the inhibitor turret, and then also took the first 2 towers for the mid and bottom lane. Apex Predator forced on the retreat. You do see Turtle going into the favor of LG Ken. That is the second turtle they have been able to secure, and a possible clash going on for the red buff of Apex Predator.
Yeah, you saw Ken able to scoop up that red buff pulled by Obi. So just just a hair away from another pull there onto Apex Predator. So right now we're starting to close in, already down to the inhibitor towers in the top and mid lane. Still have the mid tower, which is about to go down to XP.
Red team turret has been
Oh, a heavy push from Legaci right now, taking another tower over on the bottom side. Looking at the gold right now, it's insane. You're looking at a 7,000 gold difference within the first 7 minutes of this game. Possible item check as well to see how stacked Legaci is right now with this gold advantage. You see Ballman with the Guardian helmet already built, building the Dominance Ice. Man, you see Benedetta, Bloodlust Axe, also going with that Dominance Ice as well. Demon Hunter, Malefic, built on the Brody, going for that Blade of Despair for additional damage.
Yeah, and already starting to outscale the Melissa. Only 1 item on her right now, and this is not what you want for your only damage. Just that Wind Talker right there. I mean, like I said, the only damage on your team, you want that person to get fed. You want that person to be scaling so well, and unfortunately, that's not what you see here. Oh, XP getting pulled back here a little bit. We just see a wild charge going on to him. XP in a little bit, a nice hook lands onto AO Mine. A Cold Altar has been activated, is going to be enough to fend off this attack. Ken still able to get that lethal counter on and be able to take down AO Mine.
Man, what a play. A little bit of that bonus stats from the recall, trying to get that momentum boost over there from Benedetta on XP. They are going to push in for class. The Iron Hook connecting.
Yeah, look at all the damage. Aomine going down again. Cold Altar activated this time by Nash Gold, able to take down a Minotaur as well. So Rico is down. Aomine is down. That's 2 supports. They have 1 left, apparently. And they're going to move, Legaci going to move on to the Lord.
Look at LG Kin just eating the hits of the bomb, but we look like we have a pause, a request for a pause real quick. 2 minutes to join back. It looks like they were able to make it in time, and we are going back into match 2 out of the best of 3 with Legaci taking the lead.
Yeah, you gotta have those fresh batteries for these matches, especially on a mobile game. You gotta make sure you're topped up before you join these matches. Legaci going ahead, taking that next Luminous Lord, and so that is going to be coming up here with the next wave. We are seeing trying to mount a little bit of a defense here is the side of Apex Predators.
Yeah, forcing Apex on the defense. They have to protect their marksman, protect the Melissa, let her get farmed. It's pretty much protect the president right now, as she is their only chance of remaining in this game.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, that is a lot of pressure onto one person. You see the entire team of Legaci sitting here, crowding around here, wanting to pressure out. You have to watch out for Obi. You have to watch out for that hook. Here comes the Lord pressing in there. You're seeing the damage. All the lanes are crashing in at the same time. This is a non-luminous Lord, but look at the damage it is still able to do to this tower.
Oh my goodness.
Has been taken down. We are still putting the pressure on. Lord getting down to about 10%. In comes the rest of Legaci. We see that Cult Altar has been activated, trying to top them off, but it has now been activated for Legaci as well. That IMU from Nash doing its shot. Rock goes down. Another hook on to Apex Predators, takes down Millie. The rest of Apex Predators is down 2 members. They are going to go ahead, try to protect this as Legaci moving on to the rest of the inhibitors. Look at all the pop-ups there, but that is it. Legaci is going to be the next and final team moving on to the final 8.
Oh my goodness, what a game, what a finish! Legaci paving the way, letting everyone in the land of Dawn know they are ready. They want to represent North of